Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Boys Reaction. This is Red Live, and my name is Matt. Hello. So, last time on The Boys, what happened? Well, Starlight went with us, well, that was like 2 episodes ago. Well, she joined like the main crew, right? Previous episode, okay, so Homelander stole Ryan from Becca, so that was fucked. I'm trying to remember everything that happened previous episode because I'm mixing it up with 2 episodes ago actually. I think that stealing Ryan is probably like the most important thing that happened there. Okay. So Huey went into the tower with Lamplighter, and Lamplighter killed himself. And then they rescued Starlight because they did capture Starlight at the beginning of the episode. Starlight did have a boss fight against Black Noir. Maeve saved her by using Black Noir's hidden weakness, which is Peanut. And they escaped successfully. Butcher met with his parents. Maybe character development there. Yeah, that's kind of it. But then at the end of the episode, I was saving the better for last. It's the fact that they had the audience where fucking Boglebaum was gonna testify against Vought, and then his head exploded, and everyone's head exploded. Everyone be popping. Everyone was fucking popping, and the only people that didn't pop were. Well, like, a lot of people didn't pop, but, like, Homelander didn't pop, Stormfront didn't pop, Ashley didn't pop, you know, like, a lot of people did, but not the people that you would want to pop. Not that I want Ashley to pop, but I do want Homelander to pop. Here's the thing. It might be like a power thing, like a power escalation thing. I don't think it is, because Shockwave popped too, which tells us that soups are susceptible to that attack. And we don't know the logistics behind it, but I'm thinking, well, it has to be Cindy, right? But Raynor also popped earlier in the season. And maybe we'll go further into the logistics of that this episode. I don't know. But that was like a national disaster, like a worldwide disaster. And the way Bot is probably going to spin it is just like, oh, we were attacked by a soup terrorist. We got to take them out. Yeah. Get the soup terrorists out of here. Out of our pure and white ass country. Anyway, we're done. That was kind of what happened last episode. So yeah, I'm curious to see where this is going to go. And this is the final episode of The Boys, as it is currently. No other episodes have aired. In fact, I just Googled like if there's like a release date for season 3 or something. I was very cautious, and apparently they released like a quick short, like a YouTube short, where they're like, oh, this is what happened, this is what's happening leading up into the next season. So yeah, there is like a little bit of movement regarding what's happening in The Boys, but I don't know if I'm gonna be checking those. People in the comments, let me know if those are interesting at all, like those little like YouTube shorts or whatever, because I don't think they're like acted. I think it was like a news network kind of thing. Like that's at least what I got from like my quick Google search. I don't know what the contents of they are because I didn't want to check spoilers, but let me know if they matter at all. If I should like check them out, or, like maybe they're just like boring. So if I don't need them, then I won't check them out. But yeah, we'll see whenever season 3 starts airing. But for the time being, I have already chosen what next show is going to be. And you can skip all the way to the end of the video in order to see what show is going to be. Because I'll reveal it then. Though you can probably like guess it because I kind of gave hints previous episode. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we are ready to begin. So, The Boys, Season 2, Episode 8. Let's go.
Right side, I'm sleeping in a basement beneath a pawn shop in East Flatbush.
Oh, she knows where he is. So if she wants to, if she can skate, she can meet up with Butcher.
Arm yourselves. Your teacher should have an authorized firearm.
Oh my god!
Hey, let her in.
Help me! Billy. They took him.
First come.
They're in cahoots together.
Thank you. Awful stuff. A-Train. You do need a speedster since Shockwave exploded. Harder sell. One has-been back is redemption. Two is weakness. Stormfront has problems with him. And
Of course she does.
to indulge her.
And he heard that.
Jambon vert, simple, but it's the ingredients, you know.
Thank you.
Diet Coke with lime, right?
They're all treating Becca like she's wonderful
love,
because yes, because
I will find your son.
Thank you.
Fuck off, you lot.
oh my god, everyone's like, oh my god, Butcher's being human.
Some shit birds.
How did he get inside?
We're even now, bitch.
What did he get them?
Shit.
Why are you doing this?
Because fuck him.
Again. So I need her gone.
Oh
Fuck that Nazi bitch.
yeah, yeah, fucking Nazi bitch.
It's not ruthless. It's prices per share. That's all.
Yeah, we're the businessman.
Look in the mirror, mate. Because that bitch should bother you.
Of course she does.
He'll cry.
It's like a small moment of humanity for the monster.
Yes.
I ain't gonna ask you to come along.
Lick my big black balls, Butcher.
Good line.
Swear to me then. You swear to me on your brother's soul.
I swear to you on Lenny's soul.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You better fucking get that kid to her. Oh, she's making paper cranes. If you make enough of those, our wish will come true.
That's it. Keep going.
It's a deep toy.
A little more, you got it. Sometimes it helps to imagine someone you hate. Okay? So, try that.
He doesn't hate anyone.
That is very sweet, Ryan, but it's not something we can afford. We're under attack.
We are?
Oh my god, no.
Guys want to hurt us just because of what we look like.
Oh my god, you suck.
Just because of the color of our skin.
Ah, okay. I'm back. I'm back
It's
to
called
rehab.
white genocide.
Oh god damn it, I put it back for white.
Fucking kidding me.
What?
Everything leaked. That was like instant karma. That was like instant retribution.
Okay, we're gonna go, okay? Come on. Who's that?
That's my husband. It's all right. Come on.
Come on, Butcher, don't fuck us.
What's happening? No.
MM's gonna take you to a woman with the CIA.
What? No, you have to come with us.
I cut a deal that when I got Ryan, that I would call Vought, they were gonna come and take him away, and that you'd never fucking see him again. Fuck me, I couldn't do it.
He just left the poem behind. The concept bot! He just left it behind. And Homelander's right there.
You say, Butcher.
Oh god damn it! Yeah, close the door, laser all of them. It's literally not their fault. They're just the soldiers.
Where is my son?
You can't have a cunt like me around that kid. I don't want to pass my shit on to him.
Don't say anything. You have to come
Wow.
You raise him right. You fucking raise him right, and I'll make sure they never find you.
Don't you say that!
I'm so worried. Yeah, Stormfront's right there. Ah, I knew there was something wrong with that scene. Kimiko? Huh? Oh, that's great.
What are you laughing at?
Are your stupid face?
She's gonna stick her boot up your Nazi kitty.
Fight! Soup fight! Oh, god damn it. They need to get to the RPG. Yeah, but like... Yeah, there we go. Don't you fucking dare. French. Everyone's getting their... She has hyper regeneration. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, I think. Can Starlight absorb Stormfront's powers? It would be dope if she could.
Hey, Kraut.
Maeve? Yeah! Kim goes back. Let's go. Let's go. 3-on-1. Oh, that's so good. Maeve came here to help us too. Fuck that Nazi bitch. Oh yeah, this is so satisfactory. Yeah, just something Nazi bitch. Oh, this is so satisfactory. Friendly reminder that it's always okay to beat the shit out of a Nazi. She's out. She's out just because she's like, I can't win this. I'm out of here. She just lost. Oh, he's just showered in gore. What the fuck did he do in order for him to recover that badly in gore?
Stay the fuck away from my son.
We love you, Ryan.
Oh, got her eye.
Stop it, please! I like to see the light go.
Yeah, you do. Ryan, stop her. Ryan, go! Get her ass! They're not gonna show me, are they? What the fuck did he do? What if it's like even stronger than Homelander? It was like a giant beam or something. Yo!
I'm shot in einen Apfelbums.
You get what you fucking deserve.
Sorry, Mom.
No, did he get Becca too? Homelander's gonna come in because he can cure this. Oh, I like that these are her final words.
Make sure he knows he's good. He's good. And you promise me you keep him safe.
She's out. Damn it. Fuck. Butcher, don't you fucking dare. Yeah, Homelander's here. Well,
Erinnerst du dich an den Tag bei der
is she even able to speak English? Yeah.
gefunden im
She's so broken that...
Apfelbaums?
Yeah, her brain is broken too. This might all just be gibberish too. You're covered in blood, dude.
No.
Or is Butcher gonna... I mean, Homelander's just gonna kill Butcher. Like, what the fuck? If this is the way it's gonna go, then... Like...
I promised.
Yeah? Good.
Have it your way.
Stop.
Yes.
Let them go. You're gonna stop hunting Starlight. You're gonna leave me and Elena alone.
Yeah.
Or I release this.
I'll destroy everything and everyone.
I don't doubt that. I really
As
don't.
long as everyone sees what a fucking monster you are.
Then you will... no one will love you, so...
As long as no one
No one in the world.
ever loves you again.
No one will love him. God, I'm so tense. Just walk right past him.
That Stormfront was a sole perpetrator of the attack on Washington.
Wow. Oh, this is a great shot. This is a great final shot.
I just spoke to Stan Edgar. You're back in.
Fuck yes! Yeah! Yeah! A-Train is back, baby! Woo!
Is Deep in? Or is Deep getting shafted again?
They only had one slot.
One hero is redemption, two is weakness.
Oh, man.
Fuck yes, they did! Well, shit! Peace out, bitch!
Wow. What a fucking dick. He's not even like, I'm sorry, dude. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck Fresca.
No, you didn't.
If Billy Butcher can do the right thing, then there's gotta be some kind of higher power.
Oh, that's really true. That's really true.
Remember what I told you.
Don't be a cunt.
Don't be a cunt. That's Butcher's teaching. Oh, man. Oh, so happy. Oh, oh God, he's going crazy. He's jacking off, isn't he? Why is this the scene we choose to have?
Congratulations on.
Oh my God. This is the final stinger scene, is what I'm assuming. The church is getting in there. So who's the churchman? Who's Alistair? And what's the fresca? What's it? Okay, there we go. Doesn't matter who he is. He's dead. Her. Wait. Was she the one all along? She's the one that was exploding people all along?
I still want to fight Vought. I want to do it the right way.
Oh, man.
Quite as many guts.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's time I stand on my own 2 feet.
And Huey stumbled onto some fucked up shit again. What we're looking at right now is like, it's all the red flags. She's like completely surrounded by propaganda for herself, you know? Okay, that was a fucking great episode. I had a lot of fun watching that. Dude, let me load it up again. Dude, at the end I saw Alistair, whatever the fuck the co-leader dude is. I saw him and I was like, oh, probably they're gonna reveal who he is as a person. I think they said, is he like a descendant of Hitler or something? Like they reference to the fact that he has some kind of ties or connections to who Stormfront followed. So maybe. But yeah, I was like, oh, maybe we can see that he has superpowers and he has like a very specific superpower or some shit. And it's like, yeah, that could have been the case, but no. He just died. He just died drinking a Fresca. Dude, that's kind of really fucking funny. I have a character who just loves Fresca for no reason. He just forces everyone else to love Fresca as well. And then he's like, oh yeah, I love Fresca. And then he just explodes. And like, there's no answer to the Fresca shit. There's no answer to him as a person. He's just the cult leader who loves Fresca. And that's it. And now he's dead. I was really expecting the show to reveal who he is as a person, like to have more to his character that was like hidden. It was like a mystery and it was going to reveal at the end. I was like, oh my God, he was the person that made people explode all along. No, it was her. It was fucking Victoria Newman. I'm looking at her. Senator Newman or whatever. Okay. Oh, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting it to be her. At all. In fact, after it happened, I was like, wait, who's that? And then after it happened, I'm like, is it her? And I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be. I suppose it could be some sort of like, again, another shapeshifter or someone that just can just, I mean, but like, if you have a superpower, your power is probably like specific. If your Homelander is not a specific, but let's just say Homelander is just Superman, right? So in that regard, maybe not. Like, so no, I think it's just Victoria Newman is the people that make people explode. So everything she's doing. Okay, here's the thing. My brain is too smooth. And I don't pay enough attention to things. In order to like realize what the fuck her plan is and what she's doing, I suppose it could just be like, well, I just want to take over the world, right? Because here's the thing, when the episode ends and they close the door, it slowly zooms out and you see hashtag receipts bobbed, Newman fights for everyone, Victoria Newman for progress, para el Congreso, for the people, citizens for corporate oversight, you know, like and you see her face and her pose and all the like American flags and everything just everywhere. So it is another thing of like, well, we need to make very clear that she's in it for herself, for her own gains. At least I think that that's what they're doing, right? Because this is essentially the same shit that you see with like Homelander. It's like the same shit. It's like all the propagandas and all the posters, everything around, and it's just the American flag, and it's just him, and it's just like, yes, trust Bot, trust Homelander, we'll protect you, we'll save you, whatever. It's like literally the same thing. It's just Newman being like, for the people, for Victoria Newman, for Congress. She fights for your rights. No VOD, no Comp and B, whatever. It's like, yeah. But Huey has managed to stumble onto another, and it's kind of funny that he walks in and he's like, yeah, I want to keep fighting VOD. I just want to do it in a manner that won't get me covered in guts as much. And it's like, that is a fair thing to say. That is a fair concern, because Huey has been covered in guts like once every like 3 episodes in average. But he accidentally walked into the person that can literally make others like explode. So that's really funny. Anyway, that is the reveal. Victoria Newman is a new player that has risen, and we were not paying attention to it at all until now. But now we have to, I suppose. I'm gonna try to remember her name. Anyway, let's talk about the rest of the dude. Literally everything about the Stormfront confrontation was like the most satisfactory shit ever. Because fucking, I love that Maeve came back to help. But it's like, okay, so Kimiko and Starlight are taking the fight against Stormfront. I mean, so is Huey and Frenchie and MM, but like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Like, they can keep shooting their guns or whatever, but it's not gonna do anything. But Starlight and Kimiko are having a superhero fight against her. And the thing is that I don't know if Stormfront knew what the fuck Kimiko's power was, because she was like, well, whatever, just snap her neck. Just the way, I think that's how she killed her brother too, Kenji. So she just snapped her neck and then she fell. And in any other show, you'd be like, oh shit. But no, it's Kimiko. So I'm like, okay, no, she's fine. She's gonna regenerate. She's gonna come back, right? And then she just does. She literally just wakes up again and goes and just snaps it back into place and goes back into fighting. And let's go. Starlight and Kimiko. And then when it seems like all hope is lost, like the heroes are losing, suddenly fucking Maeve comes in and fucking takes a fucking right swing. And then Maeve just starts destroying her. Starlight comes in, fucking tags in, fucking Kimiko comes in, they tag in, and they just start beating the shit out of her in like a three-way. Like, it's just like fucking Stormfront is standing in the middle, and then she's surrounded by these people in like a triangle, and they're just beating the shit out of her into the other. Then they just fucking grab her, keep punching her, kick her down, and then while she's down, they start just curb stomping her. Just screaming, die, you bitch! And then Frenchie has the thing of like, girls do get it done. Yeah, curb stomp the Nazi. That's so satisfactory. That was so satisfactory. It just made me feel so happy, because it was like, okay, so the moment, so everything went downhill for Stormfront the moment that she said like the most fucked up shit ever, which was whenever she was with Ryan. She was with Ryan and Homelander, and Ryan was like, I don't really hate anyone. And Stormfront is like, we're at war. We're being under attack. Yes, we are under attack because of people that hate us just because of who we are. People that hate us because the color of our skin. It's white genocide. It was like, oh, I just took off my headset and I was just screaming. And then I put it back on and I heard white genocide. And then they did it again. I was like, couldn't believe it. She's just telling the shit to the kid. And then the moment that she said that, everything went downhill. Like, literally everything went downhill. It was so good. It was so good. Because it's like, she gets a call, oh shit, it's out that I'm a Nazi or whatever. And she's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And then she goes up about it and it's like, oh, what's happening? And then she comes back and she's out here to fight Starlight. And it's like, you bitch, you did this. And then we have the boss fight. But then they just start beating the shit out of her. Just 3-on-1. She has no chance of winning. They literally are curb stomping her. It's like, fuck you, die, Nazi bitch. And then she just flies off and tries to get Butcher and Ryan. And, well, she tries to get Becca and Ryan, right? So she's killing Becca. And Ryan here's the thing. Ryan manages to use his superpowers to get Stormfront. The problem is that well, I just want to say, by the way, that Becca literally just gouged one of the Stormfront's eyes out. Didn't gouge it, but like fucking stabbed it, so she lost an eye right there, which is like a lot of damage. Like, this tells us that like that is the de facto weak point for every superhero. The eye. The eye seems to be fairly weak for her superheroes as well. You can just get it with like a single knife, which probably means that a bullet could do it. So theoretically, if you just aim at the eye, and if you get both eyes, then they're fucked. Like, what are they going to do? Like, what the fuck are they going to do? Unless they're like blind. What was the fucking name of the superhero? The blind guy that showed up for like one scene? Fucking blind spot? Some whatever, the blind guy. Unless you're him and you have like super hearing, then there's fucking no way for a superhero to actually compete with someone that has all the powers. Unless they have like an AoE where they can just explode and have like a giant burst of energy and they can defeat you that way. But then they're fucked because they lost their eyesight anyway. So like, what does it matter? Right? So yeah, we learn about a new weaknesses about superheroes. But what was wonderful is that then Stormfront is being the awful character that she is. She's literally choking Becca to death in front of Ryan. And she's like, I like to see the light go out. Look at me. Like she did with Kenji. Like, literally, what is going on through Stormfront's mind right now? Like, why would you do that in front of Ryan? Given she doesn't understand that she's on a fictional world, and in a fictional world, usually the son of like the most powerful person ever is gonna come in with his superpowers and destroy you, because that's the Dragon Ball Z shit, you know? Like, we have Gohan over here. What is he gonna do? Oh, it's gonna destroy you. Like, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen? But like, what was your plan? Just killing the mom in front of the son? Like, literally nothing good can happen from that, even if he doesn't burst out in energy. Like, it's just a bad thing all around to do. Butcher is trying to save her, does nothing. At which point, Ryan awakens his superpower. And it's so great because Butcher wakes up. And I was like, oh man, maybe Butcher will be dead. Like, Butcher will be like in half or something. But no, it wasn't Butcher. Like, Butcher starts like he starts like standing up, and in my mind I was thinking, okay, what's left of Stormfront? And then I see the subtitles being Stormfront muttering in German, and I was like, oh, okay, so she's alive. And then the camera just pans out and you just see a chunk of flesh, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So yes, that is what remains of Stormfront. Like, all of her limbs are gone. Her head has been like disintegrated almost. Like, and the thing is that she's muttering in German. Man, that's so fucked. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. The actress wasn't so... Okay, let me look at the x-ray. Okay, Beck is stabbing Stormfront in the eyes, and not what happened in Stormfront in the comics, but it was Kimiko who plucked Stormfront's eye with her bare hands in Volume 6, The Self-Preservation Society. Okay, so that is different. That is different. So that's probably not canon. That's probably not canon, the weakness of the eye, unless another soup does it. In the comics, Becca was also killed by her own superhero child with its laser eyes when it was blasting its way out of her womb while she was pregnant. Oh, so Becca just wasn't alive in the comics then. She just died in the past. Like, essentially what Bogobomb told us. But, like, that's actually what happened? Okay, so that's a big change. Sorry, like, I'm reading at the x-ray for Prime Video here. But I wanted to see if the actress was just fully covered in prosthetics, because I'm pretty sure she is. I don't think any of that is CG. I suppose a little bit of it could be CG. Like, I think the best way to do it is probably use practical effects and CG. You know, use the both of them. Just use mostly practical and a little bit of CG to enhance it. But like, you cannot see the actress anymore because of how fucked she is. What's fucking funny? I'm realizing this now. Homelander literally lasered her tits. And she didn't care. She was like, I'm much more durable than you think. Fucking do it harder. Oh, yes, you love the pain. You know, that kind of shit. You know? Ryan just destroyed her. Just absolutely just annihilated her. Like, I'm not sure, but I think her brain is fried. Not all of it, but like a chunk of it. Well, the left chunk, more specifically, because of the fact that she's murdering German. Which is like, okay, she could just be swearing in German. But then when Homelander comes in, he starts talking to her, and she keeps muttering German. She's not talking. So I think her brain is fried. So she has no limbs. Half of her body has just been fried. And maybe a little bit of half of her brain too. This is such a raw treatment, and it's exactly what she deserved. Like, that's really satisfactory. It really is. Like literally, I think I just went Joker for a second, and I was like, yeah, what you fucking deserve, because it's literally what it is. It's like friendly reminder that it's always fine to punch a Nazi. It's always fine. It's always okay. And like, here's the thing, it's that like previous episode or 2 episodes ago, I don't remember, I was thinking about the Nazi and the way they're doing it and in the show, and I thought that it was gonna be like a such more important, crucial part of the plot, and I don't think it is, actually, because I think that the Nazi subplot was more of a detour. Again, it was a subplot. Like, I feel like Stormfront just brought the Nazi into the table, and then they go like, and she gets what she deserves. Fuck them. Which is what I said previous episode. I was gonna be like, the final message of the show is just gonna be like, fuck them. And I suppose it's not the final message of the show, because I don't think the show is gonna focus on Nazis anymore. It's just her. So fuck her. And this is the show just saying, fuck her. And now we move on. It was so good. It's such a good treatment. Anyway, then Becca died. Here's the thing. I felt like Becca was gonna die from like the moment that she showed up and was alive. I was like, okay, she's gonna die in some way. But it wasn't what I thought it would be. So, here's the thing. Homelander shows up and he sees fucking Stormfront and he's like, what the fuck happened, right? She's muttering German. Like she's fucked. She's completely fucked, and he realizes this. She tries to raise her arm to Homelander, and she doesn't even have an arm anymore. She's still speaking German. Homelander is clearly struck by this. And he goes, Ryan, did you do this? And Ryan is like, yes. And Homelander is like, let's go. Come here. Come with me, son. Come here. Ryan goes with Butcher. Which is interesting because he doesn't know Butcher. Like, literally in this episode, he was like, Mom, who's that? And fucking Becca is like, that's my husband. Right? That's him. So he goes with Butcher, assumedly because he sees that Butcher cared a lot about Becca. And Becca did introduce Butcher as her husband, and Butcher was actually trying to save her. But Ryan is the one that... Here's the thing, is that Ryan killed her. Like, that's the thing. Is that Ryan used his powers, but he couldn't, like, control it. Because he hasn't had any practice to control them or anything. So he just lashed out, burst out energy, fucking destroyed Stormfront, but also got Becca hurt really bad. She was like gushing blood out of her neck, like she's dying. And she knows she's dying. And here's the thing. It's a fucking Butcher. So she's talking to Butcher. And she's like, don't blame him. Okay? Don't blame him. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. And you promise me you're going to tell him that it's not his fault. Okay? She's like, I like that her final words are literally like, Butcher, listen to me. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He's good. He's a good kid. And you better fucking take care of him. Like, it's like literally just like, dude, don't you fucking dare lash out at my son. Because I don't hate him for it. He's fine. He's good. He was trying to help. He's a good kid. And he needs to know that it wasn't his fault too. Like, he needs to know that. It's okay. So make sure that he knows that. Make sure you can take care of him. And I like that for a second I thought Butcher was just gonna fucking grab the crowbar and try and kill Ryan. But then the thing is that Homelander shows up and Butcher is like, no, I'm keeping my promise. I'm keeping my fucking promise. I'm gonna take care of the kid. And Homelander starts laughing. And I love. I don't know if I can take a screenshot of it and put it on screen at this time. I'll take a screenshot. Oh, damn it. Fucking Prime Video doesn't allow me to take screenshots. Whatever. But it's the moment when when Butcher tells him no, and Homelander starts laughing. But his laugh is like I don't know what to describe it. It's like this, and then he starts laughing, but his eyebrows are sad. So he's like, like this, and it's like, what the fuck is that expression, my dude? But this is the way it's always been. This is the way it's always been with Homelander. With no name of the actor, Anthony Starr. Yeah. This is the way it's always been with this dude, Anthony Starr. His expressions are so godlike. And the reason why they're so godlike is because they're not normal. And that's exactly what he needs to convey. He needs to convey Homelander being the most abnormal possible with all of his expressions. And it's so good. And the thing is that Homelander starts laughing and then he goes back and he's like, he's mine. And Butcher is like, I don't care what happens. I promise I would take care of him or whatever. So he's not going to leave Ryan behind because he promised to Becca. Good. Butcher, great character moment. Fantastic. I loved it 100%. That's what he's been leaning up to. He's like, no, revenge bad. Violence bad. Actually, I'm gonna keep my promise to the person I love. I'm gonna take care of this kid. Because last time he was with Becca was like, I need to take care of him. I care about him. And Butcher had a moment where he was like, who fucking cares about the kid? He's just some soup freak. And then it was like, Butcher, come on, you know? So this is fantastic. Then Maeve shows up to save the day, and she's like, all right, Homelander, I have this video, and it's gonna go public unless you let him go. Unless you leave Starlight, just start like pursuing Starlight. Like it's just fucking, if you do anything, this goes out. And Homelander is like, that goes out and I will destroy everything. Which is like, I believe you. But then Maeve is like, well, yeah, that's fine. As long as nobody ever loves you. Because then everyone will just know that they cannot love you, so no one will ever love you again. And that will be it. You know? Fuck it, the world dies. We die. But guess what? You're gonna be alone. And you're not gonna have anyone to actually like you, love you, anything, care for you. And Homelander has this moment where he just like breaks a little bit. Yeah, he literally breaks and starts crying. Like, literally. And he had this moment where he was hearing chanting. Like, people just chanting his name. Homelander, Homelander. And is it because he wants that? Or is it... Because in the moment I thought that it was like... It was like a callback to the moment when he was in front of... When he was lasering people in his mind. You know, like 2 episodes ago, we thought that he was lasering people, like an entire crowd of people, but no, it was just in his mind. But I thought that he was gonna have another moment of that, and this time he was gonna laser everybody, but no. He turns it off, and then he literally just turns around, looks at Ryan, and he just starts crying. He literally just starts crying. And Butcher just walks away. And that's so good. It's so good. Fucking Homelander's such a good bad guy. He really is. Because, like, Stormfront was the Nazi bitch. Homelander, even though he might be a little bit on the white supremacy side a little bit, not fully. Like, he doesn't believe in any of that. The only reason why he was down for it is because Stormfront was down for it, and Stormfront loved him because he was exactly what Hitler wanted. Like, he was like literally the Overmensch, right? So of course she loved him, and Homelander loved that she loved him, but he doesn't necessarily believe in any of those Nazi beliefs. It was just her. But like Homelander just essentially just wants someone that like shows him love and care. That's literally the only thing he cares about. And I love this moment because it's like literally just everything was taken away from you. Stormfront's dead. Your son killed her. Your son is being taken away. Becca's dead. There you go. You get nothing. You get nothing. And that leads to a really great scene at the end where Homelander is literally just standing on top of like a building at the moonlight, just fucking jacking off, crying, and being like, I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. And he's just jacking off in superhero costume, just jacking off at like a building on the city, just screaming, maybe lasering too, because his eyes were glowing at one point. And I like that you can see it in his hair. His hair, I love it. Because oftentimes you can see Homelander's hair and it's like it's like more proper. This time you look at it and his hair is like way more disheveled, and he's just jacking off. It's like, I can do whatever I want. It's like, okay, he's crazy. I mean, he's always been crazy, but at this point, like the only thing he always wanted was for someone to like show him care in like a really twisted way. Now everything about that was just taken away from him, and your son is off, and he doesn't like you. Becca's dead. I mean, she hated you too, but she's dead. Stormfront is, I don't know if Stormfront is dead or she should be dead. Like, I don't mean like she should be dead because she's a Nazi, because yes, but also she should be dead in the sense of like, look at what's left, man. It's literally just a lump of meat that cannot even speak anymore. That's it. So, there we go. Oh man, this episode really was fucking wild. We were wilding the entire episode. It was crazy. All right. There was that really good moment at the beginning where okay, so Becca ran away. All in this same episode, like they fitted a lot of things into this episode. Becca ran away, then she went and met Butcher. And what's funny is that in the recap, this is the thing that I always say, is that recaps kind of spoil things sometimes without wanting to. But like the recap showed Butcher saying to Becca, I am staying at this place in the basement. And that to me was like, okay, Becca's gonna escape and she's gonna go meet him. And that's exactly what happened. So she did that. And I like that the entire team got to meet Becca, and everyone was just like surrounding her and smiling and just being like, Becca, you're Becca, hey? We made you this meal, hey? And they're just sitting there looking at her, just talking with her, hey, what's up? And it's funny because like Butcher has been he's kind of like the leader of the group, but he's also the rogue loner who's also an asshole. But everything he does has been because he wants to get Becca back, right? Everything, literally. Well, because he wants revenge for Becca, and then because he wants Becca back, right? But that's everything Butcher has been to them. So now that you can actually see the person that Butcher does care about, and he cared about so much in order to become who he is, then everyone just kind of looks at her and goes like, so you're Becca. You're the Becca. Okay, cool. We heard a lot about you. It's like, and then Butcher shows up and he has like a little kiss with Becca, and then she turns around and everyone's just staring at him like, yeah, and he's like, fuck all, yo. It's like, because Butcher has this like, he's always been like the tough guy who's just fuck him, and he never shows any real emotion, you know? He's always playing around. And now the time that he shows real emotion because Becca's here, because that's like his entire character, everyone's just looking at it like, yeah? And he's like, fuck off. It's so funny. Man, okay. Okay, cool. Yo, I love that A-Train showed up to help. That's really funny to me. I don't know how the fuck A-Train got inside their car in the middle of like like as they were driving. I literally have no idea how he did that, but sure, he did it. So I like that A-Train showed up and he gave them the files for Stormfront in order to cost the rockets they cost. So A-Train actually came in super clutch. But what's really fucking funny is that the only reason he did that, because like, here's the thing, is that A-Train is the one that fucking splattered Robin in episode 1. Like, A-Train was the guy who you look at and you go like, fuck that guy, you know? Well, that has been the case for him, for Deep, for Homelander, for everybody, right? But like, A-Train is like the one that immediately is like, fuck that guy. And at the end of season 1, that's why it means a lot when Huey is like, let's save him, you know? So they save him. But the thing is that A-Train now here comes in and he's actually helping. And the reason why he's helping is because he's like, fuck that Nazi bitch. Here you go. I'm out of here. You didn't get nothing from me. And it's so funny because it's like, well, he wants a spawn in the 7, right? He wants one. But also he's like, fuck the Nazi bitch. Because he heard the conversation. He heard the conversation that Alistair had with Mr. Edgar. And Mr. Edgar was like, well, she's the one that has a problem with A-Train. You know what problem it is. And A-Train gets that and he's like, oh, fuck that bitch. Fucking get out of here. So he's the one that actively goes and fucking causes all of this to happen. So that was fucking tastic. I loved it so much. Anyway, there were scenes with Homelander and Stormfront with Ryan, but those scenes might not as well matter at all because now he's out, you know, like now Ryan's free from that, and I don't think he likes Homelander very much. I mean, he has no reasons to like super hate him. Well, Stormfront was actively trying to kill Becca, and Stormfront was Homelander's friend, so there you go. And then Homelander shows up covered in blood, so by association. Okay. There was a really good moment with Butcher when he's telling MM and Becca to get out of here with Ryan. Because he's like, I can't go with you. Because like, here's the thing, is that he goes, I made a deal that they would take Ryan and not you. But damn it, I couldn't do it. And like, and then I like that he didn't do it. But also he's like, okay, your two are gonna go together, but I can't go with you because I'm a fucking cunt. I'm an awful person, and I don't want any of me to pass down to that kid. So fuck it, you go and you take care of your son, and I'm not gonna come. And I like that Becca is the one that is like, no, Butcher, don't say those things. Like, it's, you can be a good person, you can be fine. Like, because like Butcher is almost like beating himself down to the point where like he doesn't believe he can ever be good. You know, he's like, fuck it, I'm deceased, I'm awful, fuck it, fuck me. You two go save yourselves. I'm just gonna be me, I'm gonna be miserable. And Becca's like, no, fucking come, it's gonna be fine. You can be fine, you can be good. And Butcher's like, no, I can't. So Butcher is like a layer of depression where he's like in complete denial that he could ever change or be good. And then, of course, it all gets interrupted by Stormfront, and then all the shenanigans happen. Deep doesn't get into the 7. He got shafted by A-Train. And it's kind of funny because I thought that A-Train would be something like, he would be like, I'm sorry, man. But no. A-Train, like, fucking Deep is like, they chose him over me. And A-Train is like, hell yeah, baby, they did. A-Train's back. Peace out. And he just fucking ran and left. And he was like, fucking goddamn. Alright, that's kind of funny. Alistair exploded. The fucking, I forgot her name again. Newman, she blew him up. She's gonna be interesting. She's gonna be an interesting character to follow. I don't know what her deal is. I don't know what her deal is going to be. So I wonder where that's gonna go. Kimiko and Frenchie are bonding. Frenchie is learning how to speak to Kimiko. She's been teaching him off screen a little bit. And Starlight and Huey are kind of together again. And then at the end of the episode, it seems that the boys are kind of splitting. Or maybe not fully splitting, but at least Huey is splitting from them and he's getting involved into Victoria Newman, which is not great. But sure, that's happening. Okay, let me keep skimming through the episodes if there's anything else I want to talk about. Homelander just killing those people inside the room where Ryan was supposed to be. Like, those people were literally just doing their job, man. Like, Mr. Edgar sent them, and he was like, all right, you're gonna get the kid. And they're like, all right, we're foot soldiers. This is what we do. And then Homelander is like, all right, you're all gonna die. And it's like, well. All right. Dude, I really love the scene of Homelander just jacking off. I really love that scene because it shows you how unhinged he is. Like, he's so fucking... He got so struck by what happened in this episode that he just got unmade a little bit. So that's kind of good. It's kind of funny. Got to see his daughter again. That was awesome. I don't know what Butcher's gonna do. He has a conversation with Mallory when they're talking about whether or not Ryan's gonna be good or not, and we're hoping he is. But then it's about they're opening an office of super fairs. Victoria Newman is the new czar. She's making me some of the book funding for a team that can keep tabs on the soups. So Mallory's starting a new team to track the soups. So and then she offers Butcher the job so they can do that. Maybe she can join that in. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. It's a really interesting finale. It's a really interesting like main plot development point. It's like, okay, where is the story gonna go now? It was such a good finale because it really treated Stormfront exactly the way she deserved to be treated. Because at the end of the day, fuck them. That's it. Fuck them. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for The Boys. And I could do like a recap of the season or whatever, because we're not going to be watching The Boys for a while until season 3 comes out. But I think I already expressed everything I wanted to express about The Boys on an episode to episode basis. So we're just going to do that. Yeah, I think that's just going to be it for The Boys. So the other thing is that next Saturday, we're going to be starting a new show. And it's a show that, well, by this point, I'm recording this on, July 8th on 2021. So this is going to come out July 20 or something like that. So by that point, this show might not be that popular anymore because at this point it isn't anymore, but it's a show that people have been talking about in the recent months. And it's only a couple episodes. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna watch it because it's a show that I feel like it could be like thematically related to this show. And I feel like it's short and I wanna take a look at it. So next time we're gonna be watching a fun little show, and I think it's best said when it's, you know what? I'm just gonna let my favorite, well, not my a character from one of my favorite video games say what show it is. So yeah, Sundowner, hit it. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode about The Boys Reaction. If you would like to catch the first episode of Invincible, as well as full length for it, or for everything, all of The Boys, should be up on Patreon. So check out the link in the description for that, social media, everything else, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.